welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a new vlog, and welcome back to a new episode of A Better Me, episode 4. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing good, and as you can see, I've come ready. If I tell you I've been taking pictures for like 1 hour, I have no excuse. But let's get ready to the video. So today we're going to be talking about self-care, mainly because I'm an advocate of self-love. I'm an advocate of self-care, in case you didn't know that. And I feel like self-care is something people take for granted, or something that people don't even consider. And that's why we're going to talk about it, because we need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves. So what is self-care? I know the first thing, if you think about self-care, the first thing that can come to mind is like face mask. It's maybe a bubble bath, it's maybe a massage, something along those lines, which is true. And personally, sometimes that is all I like to do for self-care. But for today, we're not going to be talking about those material things. I don't know, it's more of working internally. According to Google, self-care is the act of prioritizing your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, and your spiritual health. So when you prioritize all these things, then you're taking care of yourself. But I know sometimes maybe you take care of yourself physically and abandon the mental aspect, or you take care of yourself mentally, abandon the physical aspect. You take care of one, you leave another one out. But self-care is balancing all this together. And yeah, so I'm gonna give you some tips of how you can practice self-care, and these are things that anybody can do. If I say things like massage, someone will be like, oh well, I can't afford a massage. You can afford all of this that I'm about to talk about. So we're going to divide this into 2 categories. I think we're gonna do physical, and then we're gonna do mental and emotional, because these two almost tie together. So without further ado, let's get into it. For your physical health, something that you can do to practice self-care, or something that I do to practice self-care, is definitely having a morning routine, and slowly having a night routine. I feel like this helps you become so organized, and that is taking care of yourself, because you intentionally set time. Like, for example, let's say your morning routine, you say in the morning I want to wake up, I want to drink water, I want to work out, I want to, I don't know, maybe read my Bible or read a book. The routine is in itself carries all the aspects of self-care, because you can decide to, drink water, read a book, pray, work out, and that carries everything, that ties everything together. And this is the same with a night routine. Just don't go and sleep. I used to do that. Even as much as I'm telling you, just don't go and sleep, I used to do that, and my night would just be all over the place. I would just haphazardly decide, okay, time to sleep. I haven't done anything throughout the night. But these days I started incorporating things in my life, and things that I enjoy, things that I look forward to at night. And even in the morning, I feel like even the morning is even more important, because your day starts organized. You start, you're not just rushing. Everything is categorized into time. This is, I'm doing this at this time, I'm doing this at this time, I'm doing this at this time. And voila, your morning is peaceful, calm, and chill. You're just not rushing out of the door. Your morning routine doesn't have to be so compact, like with 1,000,001 things. Just do something that will make you, feel better. So that's the first thing when it comes to physical. And of course, these are very basic: eating healthy and drinking a lot of water. Sometimes you are so dehydrated, bro. Like, your lips are cracked and dry, and you have a headache. You're wondering why you have a headache. It's because you're not hydrating. So hydrate, drink water, eat fruits. It's not that hard, and fruits are sweet. That's what I've been trying to do these days, to cutting on my junk food, at least for the weekdays. So I just buy fruits, and whenever I feel like snacking, I snack on fruits. And I think that is a tip you, if you're struggling with that, should take too. And then also sleep. Just try and get a good amount of sleep. I know people out here, I've had people call it the hustle culture. It's like, just get 3 hours of sleep, get 2 hours of sleep. But really, in the long run, just sleeping 2 or 3 hours will catch up with you in future. So just get enough sleep. Get 7 hours, get 8 hours if you can, get 6 hours. Just get the maximum you can. I know sometimes you're busy, sometimes life is busy, you don't have time to sleep all that. But when you're not rushing, and even like on the weekends or if you have days off, sleep in if you need to, because self-care is putting yourself first, prioritizing yourself. Because guys, remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. You'd be so burnt out just being on the go. You need those moments to like just sit down and breathe and relax and take care of yourself mentally, physically, and that's what you're talking about. And of course, as I've said, exercise. And when I say exercise, it doesn't have to be so hectic like lifting weights. I mean, if that's what you're into, well and good. If that's too much, do yoga, do Pilates, do just stretch, go for a walk. It doesn't have to be something so hectic. And I know you just hear someone say, oh, working out did this for me, working out did this for me, and you're like, right. But truly, it works, especially going out for walks in nature or just breathing in fresh air. It is so good. I don't know what it is. It's just nature's way of healing you. It is so good. 10 out of 10 I would recommend. In fact, start by going for a walk, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's 3 minutes, even if it's just going out for 1 minute to get some sun and some fresh air. Do that. Also, rest. Guys, rest is so important. It's okay to be on go, but if your body is just telling you I'm tired, rest. And rest without feeling guilty. Just allow yourself to rest, because if you rest and your mind is running, being like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, that is not active rest. In fact, you'd even be more tired. You would have rather just done those things. Just give yourself one day and say, today I'm not doing anything, I am bedrotting, and just rest, because rest is truly important, because you'll get burnt out if you don't rest. So yeah, those are the tips I'm going to give you about taking care of yourself physically. There are many more, but I'm trying to keep this video short. And then mental and emotional, I feel like these two tie together, and they are honestly kind of pretty straightforward, and they're things you hear everyone saying. For example, journaling. Guys, journaling gives so much clarity. This is not even cap. After, like, sometimes I'm usually so troubled, and then I journal, and then in the middle of journaling, ideas just come into my head, solutions. I'm like, why was this even stressing me? So definitely journaling. And then gratitude. Just be grateful for the small things. Something like you are healthy, you have legs, you have eyes, you have a hot water shower, you have food. The little moments, you have time to breathe, you have the opportunity to go to school, you have a job. Just appreciate the small things, the big things, because truly, how can you get more if you don't appreciate the little you have? So gratitude always. And you can try meditation or just sitting in silence. Just sit with your thoughts, even if it's for 2 minutes. I know people don't like doing that because their thoughts are scary. Not me. I like sitting with my thoughts. Just try, even if it's for 1 minute, put a timer on your phone and sit with yourself for 1 minute and just let your mind roam around. Just sit in silence. And of course, social media. I don't know if you guys know this, but social media actually affects your mood. 1 minute you're happy, the other minute you're feeling so stressed, and you're like wondering, hey, why am I feeling like this? It's because of social media. It's because you're comparing yourself with other people's life. It's because you're comparing your life to another person's highlight reel. So minimize your time in social media, and instead look for hobbies. Read books, I don't know, draw, play an instrument, do something. Just don't scroll for hours on end on social media, because it might be fun, you might laugh here and there, but sometimes it just leaves you with emotions that are not even yours. So I would recommend reducing your social media's hour time. If you go to maybe TikTok or Instagram, it usually tells you how many hours you've been on the app. If your hours are like at 2 digits, there's a problem. I feel like even more than 5 is a lot. Okay, I don't know what a lot is, but you would know, because these things, you also know them. You're like, oh, I should stop doing this, but you just don't have the discipline. So here I am telling you, stop it, right? And also for emotionally and mentally what I do. Okay, I don't do this as often, but a while back at the end of the day I'll ask myself, so actually how has your day been? And then I'll just break down what happened on my day, in my day, what I liked, what I didn't like. I feel like you should do that, because more often than not you just carry these heavy emotions that you don't even know you have, and then they build up into something, and then you're burning out, and then you're crashing out. So ask yourself, how am I doing? Even journal, how am I doing? Maybe if it's not daily, then weekly. Just ask yourself, how has my week been? What is it have I loved? What is it have I not loved? And yeah, you'll be shocked at the amount of clarity and peace you feel after that. And I feel like we have to remind ourselves that self-care is not selfish. I know sometimes we'll be like, oh, why am I just doing this for myself? Do I even deserve this? Yes, you do. You deserve this. We all deserve to take care of ourselves, and we all deserve to love ourselves. And so self-care is almost, no, it's not almost, self-care is essential. If you don't take care of yourself, then you're not going to be able to relate with other people. You're going to be just a grumpy human being, and people will be like, what's wrong with this one? It's because you're not taking care of yourself. And as I said, you can't pour from an empty cup. So recharge yourself first, fill your cup first, and that way you'll be able to share good vibes and positivity with other people. And also emotionally and mentally, it means being with people you love. Surround yourselves with people who bring you joy. Don't surround yourselves with people who just like bring you down. Surround yourselves with people who make you laugh, who make you feel nice, who understand you, who you can talk to freely. And just don't, I mean, sometimes it's okay to hibernate in the house and just, be like, I'm not doing any social things, but just don't always do that. Let that not be your coping mechanism. Go out there, interact, and people's positivity will rub onto you, and you'll feel so much better. Also, cry if you need to cry. Don't be here that I'm gangster. Cry in your room, nobody will know you're crying. You can't be gangster outside there, but when you're alone, cry. Okay, because crying is important. Sometimes I'm usually just so frustrated, and I tell myself I just need a good cry, and then after I cry I feel so much better. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. So try it. I recommend crying. Spiritually, if you're a religious person, pray, read your Bible. Personally, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. So spiritually, I read my Bible. I journal on the Word. I pray. I listen to worship songs. I just talk to God. I spend time with God, and it feels amazing. It feels amazing, that connection with God. I don't know how to explain it. It's something you just have to experience. Chef's kiss. And lastly, I'm just going to leave you with motivation. Guys, please take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Shop for yourself, because you know what you need to do to shop for yourself. Because if you don't shop for yourself, nobody's going to shop for you. And these effects of not showing up for yourself are going to affect you and you only. My challenge for you today is do something to show yourself self-love, and try and do that every single day, whether it's body movement today, and then tomorrow it's journaling, and then the other day is just going out and sitting outside and just sitting with your thoughts. Do something for yourself, even if it's for 5 minutes, and let me know down in the comments what you're going to do for yourself as a form of self-care. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you. I feel like this video has been all over the place. I just feel like I've been talking over myself and stumbling on my words, but I hope I have told you something. I'm addicted to doing this. It means clock it. I need to stop. Anyway, yeah, I hope this video helped you, and I hope this video helps you start your self-care journey, because it is important. I love you guys so much. Do not forget to subscribe, to like, and to share, and to comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.